Happening, guys? Martin is back again. So some of you guys have been asking me some questions about these two fragrances. One was Strong Review, the original version, and the other one was Strong Review Intensely. Now you can see how much juice I've left on this one, guys. This was a 15 ml that I got for free, and this is a 50 ml which I've only just periodically used. Now this one, guys, is an EDT, and this one is an EDP concentration. The color is actually slightly different as well. This one's more of an orangey sort of reddish sort of color, and this one you're getting in more of a pinkish type of vibe from it. And the reason being, guys, I'm not fully sure, but the note breakdown, as I mentioned in my previous video, is slightly different. But the ladies' reactions was something quite interesting. You guys have asked the question, so I'm going to just give you an update now, guys. Strong Review, when would I suggest to wear this one? This one, for me, you'd need to be careful if you're wearing this in the office, because if you apply it before you go to work, that's fine. It is a sweet fragrance. It could be clawing if you're in a very hot, tight-knit environment. So if you're not necessarily walking in the street, this one could be a little bit too heavy if you're sat next to a colleague. It's not that it's a bad fragrance, but the sweetness can be overpowering. EDT concentration is going to project, guys. So I'm getting with this one at least a good 4 or 5 hours or so. But the thing is, I like to reapply my fragrances. I like to smell a fragrance. But you've got to be careful with this one, guys, because this one for me is more of a, if you're going to apply it, you need to apply it in the daytime, or apply it, for instance, before you go to work, and apply it maybe in lunchtime where you have the opportunity to move around and move away from colleagues as such. If you sat at an office desk sort of job, you just got to be careful because it can be slightly overpowering for those that don't like sweet fragrances. It has a lot of tonka in there. Amber, cinnamon is in the breakdown as well in the base notes. So you just got to be a little bit cautious with this one. Fantastic fragrance. I really enjoy it. I've had ladies say, you know, what is that fragrance? I just can't work out what it is, or that's yummy, or whatever they want to say. That's entirely up to them. Now the difference, guys, with this one, Strong Review Intensely, I've also worn this one to work. Now the key difference I'd say between the two, there is a opening burst of the sweetness, opening burst of that type of, I'm not sure if it's floral, like an orangey floral, whatever it may be. Definitely in the vanilla and everything else like that, guys. But the difference is in the dry down. This one has a prominent toffee note. So both are gourmandish. Both of them have that element of something which, again, you're thinking smells like something I've eaten. But this one, guys, projects, even though it's an EDP concentration, this one to me, that toffee note is quite profound, and I actually really enjoy this one. So much so that I'm actually thinking of buying a 100ml bottle of this one, Strong Review Intensely. The two are not really to be worn at the same time. Again, the only way I could give you an advice would be, this is the daytime and this is the evening. This is the daytime and this is the club. If you want to wear this during the daytime and you're maybe on, you know, doing your own thing, if you're on vacation or whatever it may be, this is still a good fragrance to have. I'll keep this one on deck. This one, again, is projecting in the hot months, EDT version, so it's going to project. This one you don't really need as much because it is an EDP concentration. But again, the key difference between the two, I mean, just looking at the note breakdown, the two fragrances are quite similar, but there is a slight difference. Now, this one for the EDT, Strong Review originally, this is according to Fragratica, is saying that the difference seems to be more so with the mid notes, I'd say. You do get cinnamon in both of them, but this one apparently has pineapple and apparently melon within it. While in the base, you're getting, it doesn't say tonka bean, but I think it's got tonka bean in it. It's quite sweet. I think it's definitely got tonka bean in it, whether it puts that on it or not. Vanilla's in there as well, and you see it's got some chestnut, which I do get that vibe from this one, which is not a bad thing. But this one, though, guys, again, the tonka bean's there, but once it settles down, this toffee note really comes out, and women were just like, wow, I don't know what it is. And when I've actually said to them, okay, you tell me between the two which one it is, and I'm telling you guys, this is in Germany as well as in the UK, and they were saying to me that they prefer this one without knowing which bottle it was. They told me they prefer this one, and they actually were saying that this one is more, they're more inclined to be swayed to talk to you a little bit more if that's what you're trying to do with your fragrances because of this one, because there's something in it they couldn't quite work it out. They said it's sweet, it's gourmandish, they couldn't quite know, it reminded them of something, but they couldn't say what it is. There's something in this one that's just not in this one. They said that this one to them feels like more run-of-the-mill. It's a sweet fragrance, yes, you'll be noticed, but it's not enough to make me think that's particularly prominent. While this one, apparently, this is their reaction, it's not mine. Apparently, this was just the one that they just couldn't work it out. It reminded them of something which I think was the toffee, and it made them think, you know what, I'm actually inclined for that one. And to me, guys, even though it's EDP, because of the toffee note, it's quite a pleasant fragrance. As I say, so much so I am considering buying the, purchasing a 100 mils. I'm just trying to see what discount I can get online rather than going and buying it at retail. Buying these retail, guys, I mean, when I checked it out, This one retail 100 ml in the UK, you're probably looking at about maybe about £60 or so, while this one retail is going in about 75. I've not seen it cheaper than £70 minimum for 100 ml for the intense version, and for me that's too much to pay. I think I'll be purposely buying online. £65 is enough for me. I don't want to spend more than that. As I say, guys, I do the Zara fragrances when I feel like doing them, but at the same time, guys, it's good to have a bit of a designer fragrance in your collection if you can afford it. So between the two, guys, when's the best time to wear it? This one's probably more for the colder months, but I think you can get away with this in the summer. It just depends how confident you are. If you're gonna wear this, guys, it's more for the evening, definitely party time. This one again is fantastic in the daytime. It gives you that gourmandish bubble. Nice scent trail on both of them, guys, but the two aren't necessarily the same. They're coming from the same DNA, but I think for me, I would recommend, again, it depends on your circumstances, but I'd recommend this one as well as recommending this one. Just depends on what you're trying to do. If I was going to slightly more of a fancier occasion, I don't know, maybe I might go to more this one because the EDP is a little bit more concentrated. It doesn't feel as heavy. It's heavy with the toffee note, but it doesn't feel as, because the EDT is a bit more brighter. If imagine more so like Bleu de Chanel, the EDT, and it's got concentrated eau de parfum. You know, the two different things in a way, guys. Some notes are slightly more prominent in this one because it's more of a heavier concentration, while this one, again, they're saying in the mid notes is slightly different, and this one's supposed to have pineapple in it, which I'm not sure about, but nonetheless, that doesn't have it in. So just be careful when you're going on the trigger on these one, guys. This one you don't need a lot, nor do you need a lot with this one. Probably spray a little bit more because I want this projective as EDT during the daytime. In the evening, this one is still good to go. And again, ladies like it, guys. So that's my review on these two, guys. The ladies actually said, as I say, they prefer the Strong Review Intensely, but they just couldn't say why. But at the same time, some ladies smelt this one and liked it, but they didn't necessarily know that that's what it was. So then when you see the name, people sort of change their opinion, which isn't always the best way, guys. So that's my review on that, guys. I've got some more stuff to put up for you guys because you've been asking some other things. And I say if I just do Zara fragrances, I won't be happy, guys, and I probably just can't be asked with the channel anymore. So that's it, guys. Thank you very much, Martin Martinez. See you soon. I will try and keep you posted with new things coming up that I try and do and enjoy some of the videos in different places, guys. So see you shortly.